Hi, I am Mary Fran Korb, and video is from my book, Breaking Through Concrete, The Gift of Having Mentally Ill Parents. And this section is called Pleasing Dad. Saturdays are always sports days. Dad is drinking beer and listening to the game on the radio. I am 12. After the game, grocery shopping happened on Saturdays too. Frequently, I went with Dad just to get out. This particular day, he stopped at a bar with me for the first time. He warned he would not let me drink like I cared. When I got inside the murky, smoke-filled place, I hated the dark, dingy room. Dad appeared to relish it. I'm thinking, what is he doing? He doesn't belong in a place like this. Look at these drunks. They don't look like engineers like my father. Dad got a beer with the chaser, detesting the smell of the liquor and the smoke. Oh, I couldn't imagine what he saw in this all-male dungeon. Somehow he thought I would be really honored to be there, but I was only impressed with the honor of his company. For the life of me, I could not see what he liked about the place. Back home, after the shopping and the stopping at the bar, he decided that it was time for me to learn how to drink. Pouring a shot of rye, he told me that it would put hair on my chest. Really? In my scrawny frame, I had a rounded back and an inverted chest. I liked, I looked like the letter C on legs. Figuring that hair didn't really belong on my chest, I worried that I might not get anything else growing there. Swallowing the liquor, I pretended it tasted fine, while my mouth and throat were on fire. Huh, my father was proud, as if it was the best thing I ever did. This drinking accomplishment seemed to make him happier than my good grades. Drinking seemed to light him up in a way that my grades never did, as if the ease with which I could match him shot for shot and glass for glass mattered more than anything I learned in school. So Dad and I had a drinking routine, and we did it often. Since I could do this, I supposed, maybe I would turn out to be okay after all. One needs to have a talent to be good at something. 10 years later, I was a teacher who hosted colleagues after school every Friday. These routine gatherings were fueled by deep conversations and shared alcohol. Everyone brought their own bottle. We never ate. Everyone went home for dinner. But one Friday, I knew I was coming down with a virus, and I kept drinking. I'll just add orange juice to this vodka, and I'll be fine. I wasn't. It was brutal. I woke after nearly 2 days of drifting in and out of consciousness. I couldn't dial my rotary phone. It was the Sunday night, and I realized I wasn't going to be teaching the next day. That wasn't the only problem. Really, I couldn't get out of bed, and I had no food in the house. So I had to call the only people who had a key to my apartment, my parents. It was humbling in a way I hadn't expected at 22, when I was supposed to be capable, independent, and in charge. When Dad let himself into the apartment, it didn't escape his notice that there were empty glasses and mostly empty bottles scattered across the living room and kitchen. Pure shock was written all over his face. His disapproving look spoke volumes, though he said nothing. I still don't know how much the drinking played into how sick I became, but it sure didn't help. This showed me a part of me I didn't like. I made sure I never needed that kind of help again. In the end, it's quite a miracle that I didn't become an alcoholic from the heavy drinking I did. Alcoholism threads through both sides of my family. Despite that, I treated drinking lightly. Damn it! This was the one thing I got approval for. The one thing that made me buddies with my dad. But some bonding routines aren't worth keeping. With some, you're better off letting go. Thanks for listening. You can follow me at my website, maryfrancoeur.com.